Whenever I think of the words divisive and Sonic, the first thing that comes to my mind is Sonic Unleashed. The game is notorious for its inclusion of the Werehog, as well as being the first console boost game, but it seems that every Sonic fan has a different opinion on the game. So what is it about Unleashed that makes it such a bipolar title in terms of quality? Well, the Werehog is definitely the place to start. The gameplay is far from terrible, with collectibles throughout, slower paced platforming, and simple puzzles. However, the problems begin when you analyse the combat. It's incredibly simplistic in its nature, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's too simplistic. Fighting boils down to mashing. Sure, some input strings are more effective than others, but why bother if you can press the same two buttons and win without struggle? There's not much point in shielding, considering you can just annihilate most enemies, and the Unleashed bot is quite literally an invincible mode with faster combo strings. What most people point to as the highlight of the game is the daytime stages, the style that haunts so many Sonic games started here. Ironically, many people point to this game being the best rendition of the boost formula, with the only real competition being Generations, and I'm inclined to agree. The level design is often very complimentary to be able to rock it off at any time. The 2D sections are also not forced in your face nearly as much as a game like Colors. A massive portion of them are all 3D. However, unlike the level design, the game design isn't so complimentary. Collecting the mandatory medals is a nightmare in this style. Who thought high-speed action and tiny little medals was a good idea? It just ruins the flow of the game completely when you have to turn around and waddle over the little MacGuffin just to continue in the game. For some reason, they also thought it clever to bind the "go a million miles this way" button and the home attack to the same button. Why? The jump button is right there, doing nothing in the air. It's been this way in every single Sonic game of the home attack, bar the Rush games. It's just so strange that now is the time they decide to change it. Even now, the graphics of this game hold up extremely well, so well that the native hardware can't even run Unleashed at a consistent 30 FPS. It's far better on Xbox and PS3, but both are subpar. Back to the graphics though, I would argue that Unleashed was the best looking Sonic game until Frontiers. That's a 14-year gap. Just look at a stage like Jungle Joyride Act 1. The graphics look crisp for a game made in 2008. The cutscenes are also a massive standout in this game. Characters look alive and expressive. Compare your average Unleashed cutscene to Sonic 06. It's like comparing a Pixar film to a mascot suit performer. And the opening cinematic is a masterpiece, easily the best opening to any Sonic game. It's beautifully animated, action-packed, and even treats viewers to Supersonic at the very beginning of the game. Of course the music is amazing. This is a Sonic game we're talking about. There isn't a single song that stands out in the OST as being quote-unquote bad. Every song has a place in the OST. The Werehog songs are slow, melodic pieces that do wonders for the atmosphere and the stages. Daytime stages feature uplifting and quick music that really embody the gameplay. The vocal theme follows a similar structure. It's fast and flows so effortlessly. Honestly, this isn't my favourite vocal theme in the series, but in my opinion it's by far the most fitting for Sonic as a character. This may be one of the best overall Sonic OSTs created. Iconic songs like Windmill Isle and Rooftop Run originated here. The tracks have a vast diversity thanks to the day and night stages as well as the different countries the levels take place in. However, there's one major gripe I'm sure everyone has heard about before: the Werehog battle music. This does single-handedly ruin the night stages for people. The beautiful nighttime songs interrupted every 5 fucking seconds by the battle music is really unfortunate. What makes it worse is that the battle music itself is a great piece of jazz, but its impact is so negative people hate the song. Now I did mention the medals in passing before, but I think they need a dedicated discussion. For the Werehog stages, they're passable. Would be nice if they were optional like the other collectibles, but it's at least excusable. For the daytime stages, just no, they don't work. They at bare minimum needed to be completely optional like the Red Star Ring will be in future titles. It's not like you need a few to beat the game. While you only need 60 out of 200 Moon medals, you need 120 out of 200 Sun medals to unlock the last level. You can at least take some solace in the fact that you find more Sun medals in night stages, but its 60% total collection of a collectible of this nature just to see the end of the game is insane. Unleashed has some blatant flaws that will be so simple to fix, and for those with a PC, I have a solution. There are some quality of life mods to fix some of the more obnoxious parts of the game, and they're easily run through the Unleashed mod manager. Fixing the Werehog battle music, medal requirements, and home and attack bind is simple. This is my preferred way to play, but you'll need to get your hands on Xenia and then ROM for the game on your own. To answer the question I raised at the beginning of the video, it's honestly a case of the highs being really high and the lows being really low. The day and night stages are incredibly fun, but running through them without a guide to find your progression items is not fun at all. The game has fantastic graphics, yet can barely run them. With Unleashed, it just seems every positive aspect is answered by a negative one, but I can confidently say that I still love this game and its content. Thanks for getting to the end of the video. I do really hope you enjoyed it, as I put a decent amount of time into it, and I hope you stick around to see more content from me and the rest of the guys.